I'm just back at the bike now and I've just remembered something that I'm very, very happy with. Watch till the end and I'll tell you what it was. It made me extremely happy today and I think it might make you giggle as well. See you in a minute. Morning. Can I tell you, that just took a hell of a lot longer than it should have done in the film. I actually thought I'll just walk to the top of a hill on this walkway that I saw and it's beautiful. Trouble is, look how far it goes. It goes all the way up there. I've already been filming for half an hour, so I thought up and down this hill, so I thought I'm not doing it anymore. This is a beautiful area. We're near the golf club Costa Rica. The driving range is just over there. I've spent many of my days, many of my life on one of those, and I'm back here again today at about 2 p.m. with a friend of mine who, to be honest with you, is not very happy. I'm going to see how far this goes up actually. If I run out of breath, you understand. He's not happy, and I've been giving him some golf lessons, trying to make him happy. And he's a young lad, 27, young lad in my eyes. I'm 51 now. And he seems to be getting a lot out of it, which is really, really nice. But it got me to thinking myself. I met a couple of people this week and it's been a bit of a mad week. And it's Rich from the ex-Metropolitan Police.
Hey Rich.
We had a bit of a chat last couple of days in Dillon's. And it brings a couple of things home to you about whether you're happy or not. And it turns out, right, big news, it turns out that I actually now am somewhere in, I think it's the Metropolitan Police's files to help people suffering from mental health issues. The link's been passed through by Rich, thank you very much.
Thanks Rich.
And people have access now to my videos on YouTube, because apparently all the old paraphernalia didn't seem to be relevant anymore, and it seems that this channel, Just Rick, seems to be quite relevant for people our age, my age, talking about day-to-day stuff, blethering, and it's helpful for people, which is just incredible and phenomenal. If you're one of those people watching from that, by the way, thank you so much. It got me to thinking myself, it's like, well, hang on a minute, it's a bit of a backhanded compliment, backhanded slap really, because they're using it in a way of saying, well, I'll tell you what, you might not be happy where you are and you think the grass is green on the other side. Look at this lad living the dream and he's not happy. And it's true, in essence, it's true. And it's quite funny because it is a backhanded slap. This place looks beautiful up here. It's a backhanded slap in one aspect, but in another aspect, it's a massive compliment. So It just leads you onto a street, this, man. It's just a walkway onto a street. I thought it'd be like in the UK where you walk up to end up on a fountain or something. Anyway, we'll go back down. He started me off and there's my bike, man. Let's look at that. Look at that first before we go any further. There's the bike all the way down there. That's where that's where I started this video. So it got me into thinking to myself, he said, right, okay, am I happy? And the answer, in all honesty, I'll tell you what, I'm going to devil's advocate this, right? My answer's no, I'm not happy. The reason why I'm not happy, number one, there's the first reason, the golf. I wanted to be a professional golfer, I trained to be a pro golfer, I became that pro golfer, and I wasn't good enough. Was I happy with it? No. No, so chasing something that made me happy, in essence, made me unhappy. I came here on that moped today, and it's a 125. I've got friends of mine who've got Ducatis and Harley Davidson. You know who you are. Am I happy with it? No. I want the Ducati. I want the Harley Davidson. I got to bed last night at 2:30, and the dog got me up at 8:30, which is becoming actually a regular thing now. Am I happy with that? Hell no. I'm getting 6 hours sleep a night, which means after doing this and editing this, I'm going to have to go and have another couple of hours before I go to work again tonight, which means I lose my afternoon. Does it make me happy? No, it doesn't. About a week ago, I came in from work to find a McDonald's triple cheeseburger on the side. Shelley decided to treat me. She'd gone off to bed, and that was there waiting for me as a nighttime snack when I got in. I stuck it in the microwave for 2 minutes to heat it up because it was cold. I didn't know that McDonald's cheese, after 30 seconds, becomes molten lava. So when I took that first bite, I could feel it in my mouth going, oh, that's hot. And as I reacted to it, a slab of that cheese flicked up and hit right at the back near my tonsils and just stuck to the back of my mouth. And all I could think of was the steelworks in Redcar when you get something like molten metal and you drop it on a piece of ice and you just go straight through, and that was going straight through. I thought I created a new cavity from the back of my mouth up into my nostrils. To this day, even now, a week later, it hurts and I'm still not happy. I might have it for the rest of my life, I doubt it, but I think I do. Because of that said triple cheeseburger, I've got a weight issue, which puts me 2 stone overweight in my eyes. Hence the reason why I do so much more walking. I took the dog out for 10k yesterday. I did 5k in the morning, 5k in the afternoon. I've been doing it now for maybe over a month and a half. I've walked maybe 100 kilometres, 60 miles to you lot. Does that make me happy? No. I'd rather go running. I can't run because I've got what the Scotsman Tenerife's got. Plantar fasciitis, I think they call it. I get up out of bed and I nearly fall over every morning, and I struggle down the stairs to make a cup of coffee. And under my left foot, just about there, on my left foot, hang on a minute, I'm going to put you down to show this. Let me get you in position. If that's the sole of my foot on my left, I've got a ball here and I've got a ball here. It feels like I've got a ball here. So every time I'm walking, it compounds it, which means I can't run. Does that make me happy? No. No, it doesn't. It's good this, isn't it? Well, that's 8 minutes of complaining already done. Doesn't make me happy. I've got a dog that doesn't have the best recall, and hates cats. So I've got to leave him on a lead when I take him on the 5k walk. By the first k, he drags me everywhere, putting me back out, give me a little bit to struggle me back. Does that make me happy? No, it doesn't. Got to go back to the UK in a week's time. on the 17th, I think it is. I know the weather's going to be freezing, and I'm going to go back for 2 days. I'm going to go back to see my youngest. And even though I'm looking forward to seeing my youngest, I'm not looking forward to going back to the UK because of all the memories that it brings back over the last 5 years with regards to the marriage. So does that make me happy? No. No, it doesn't. Are we done? Have we finished? I think so. I'll tell you what, I've finished for now. Because all this doesn't make me happy, does it mean that I'm unhappy? And the answer to that is hell no. Hell no. I know, I feel I'm not where I'm at or where I want to be at in my life. I know that. But it doesn't make me unhappy. If anything, far from it. It almost makes me happier. Let me just get you stood up. I found a little bit of steps. Hopefully this works. Hang on a minute. Let's get you on here. Let's put you on. Where is it? Let's put you on this wall. We're recording. I don't think you're right angle. Let's go there. That's it. Stand up straight. Even though I know I'm not happy with those things, it doesn't make me unhappy. Far from it. It actually makes me. I'm actually extremely happy, and I'm extremely happy in life. And I'm probably at the most happiest, one of the most happiest moments of my life that I've ever been. And the reason why is very simple. There's a couple of other things we've talked about previously. Because I live. That's the reason. But I'll tell you about that in a second. I want to tell you just a quick story about selling the cars. When I used to run a dealership, I ran a very big dealership. We used to sell 180 cars a month. Now, used cars. So if 180 used cars, some of those cars are going to break. Now, if you imagine out those cars that are going to break, let's say 10%, for instance, that's 18 cars in a month. Let's even cut it less than that. Let's say 5%. So 9 cars a month we know are going to break down. Not because it's just laws of physics. That's what happens. So we used to have a meeting every morning. Me, the service manager, the parts manager, the sales leader, and we used to all get together every morning at 11 o'clock. And we used to go through the customer concerns. And when I first started, I absolutely hated them. I hated them with passion. And my worst customer, I hate it because you've always got the worst one out of the lot. So you might have ongoing, let's say 5 ongoing concerns, and you've got the worst one of the lot. And that worst one is like, you used to think, if only I could get rid of that worst one. If I could get rid of that worst one, my life would be a whole lot better. But the funniest thing is, it doesn't work that way. Because when you get rid of that worst one, your second to worst one becomes your worst one. So all the same feelings that you have against that worst one, your second to worst one becomes the worst one, and you get exactly the same feelings. Think about the moment you were most happiest. Think about the moment I was most happiest. Now, they could be on completely different scales of where we are in life, but that feeling of elation is exactly the same for you and for me. Because this is where I use the sentence, your perception is your reality. I use that a lot because when I used to think about that, getting rid of the worst one, I realised that it took me a while to realise it, but my second to worst one became the worst one. And I realised then that it's irrelevant because my perception is my reality. My perception of happiness is my reality of happiness. Your perception of happiness is the reality of your happiness. The trouble is, some people hang up on those things. They hang up on the 2 stone overweight. They hang up on the McDonald's triple burger. They hang up on the ex-Golf Pro. They hang up on all those things. On the scooter. This kid that I'm seeing today is right in the middle of that unhappiness. Where I think I used to be in there and I don't think I'm there anymore. I think I'm out of it now and I think I live now. So I'm in the stage of living. And it took me a long time to learn that. And I think now that I've got that, even though I'm unhappy about all those things, I'm actually extremely happy. So in a roundabout way, Rich from the ex-Metropolitan Police, the backhanded slap, can you imagine that? You think you're unhappy? Look at him, this guy's happy. Look at him, he's unhappy as well. It's true. We've all got our own little things to get on with. But it doesn't mean you need to be unhappy. I'm very happy. And I am so happy, in a couple of hours, I'm going to go and catch up with my mate. And we're going to come back here and hit some shots. And if I can influence them in any way, I think it'd be amazing. That's a back project that I'll keep you informed on another time. For now, I've kept you long enough. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great one. Do us a favour. You don't need to be happy. Alright? You don't need to be happy to be happy. That's what I'm going to title this one. I'll see you on the next one. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you think. Tell me what you're unhappy with. Don't go too deep. See you on the next one, guys. As always, you know what to do. Cheers. Yeah, I nearly forgot to tell you what made me very happy today. Coming down here filming this, what made me extremely happy was being able to pull a police car over after following it for half a mile and telling them that their back brake lights don't work. One of them didn't anyway. Should have seen the look on his face. I told him in Spanish as well. One day he might stop me and give me a ticket, I don't know, but I'll tell you what, I thought it was hilarious. Enjoy your day, peeps.